So I would like you to take out your note sheet. The one, like the posters over there, we have one on the front of the board, the one that we've been writing down all week that I said is super important for you to have. So take it out, and in our next row, in the first column, I want you to write cause and effect. That's what our next text structure is going to be. So the question that we ask ourselves to figure out if this is a cause and effects text structure piece of text is the question, is this explaining why something happened? Pause the video if you need to here to write down your answer. And a graphic organizer that we use can just be an arrow, kind of like yesterday. And we have the cause and the effect. So the cause, and I'm going to go over this again in a moment, the cause is why something happens, and the effect is what happens. And some signal words that we can see are because, reason, as a result, so, due to. All right. So fill in those words now. You may pause the video if you need to. All right. Like I said, cause and effect. Cause, and you don't need to write this down, just listen. And effect. It's often easier to think of the effect first because the effect is what happens. So the effect is what happens. The cause is why it happens. So what happens, why it happens. So if I drop this, first I ask myself the effect. What happened? The marker landed on the desk. Then I can figure out the cause. Why did it happen? Well, I dropped it. The marker landed on the desk because I dropped it. So often you will even see that the effect is listed before the cause. Let's look at a few examples. So we see this picture. Look at the picture and we're going to identify at least one cause and effect relationship within the picture. So what happened? The mom was picking up the baby. Why did that happen? Because maybe the baby was unhappy and she was trying to make her laugh. Let's move over to this one. Look at the picture and identify at least one cause and effect relationship within the picture. So, what happened? The bear was looking at its prey. Why did that happen? Maybe the bear was hungry. So the bear was looking at its prey because he was hungry. Now I want you to look at this picture and try to think in your head. So you're going to try to identify at least one cause and one effect. Remember, the effect is what happens, and the cause is why that happens. So, it's a little bit tricky to see, but what do you think is going on here first? What happened? Why did that happen? You should be able to come up with this in your head. So I would say what happened? The chef was cutting noodles, making noodles for pasta. Why did that happen? Because he was serving spaghetti tonight. Let's look at this one. So again, we're going to identify at least one cause and effect relationship within the picture. And again, cause is why it happens, effect is what happens. So it looks like maybe she has a credit card in her hand and some cash. So what happened? Why did it happen? Think about it in your head. You should be able to identify this. When you're finished watching this video, continue on your little sheet that tells you what to do next. Please make sure you put your note sheet away in your binder.